Hello and welcome to News Labour Sports. My name is Moses Echodu. We're going to talk about KCCA's transfer window. Log on to www.newslibre.com for all your other stories and be able to keep in touch with what's happening around the world and also around the world of sports. KCCA have just unveiled Fadija Mugume, a player who was released by Vipers. He's been signed on for 4 years, and that's going to be until the season of 2020, until the year of 2024, which should be interesting because KCCA have already lost key players. Remember that they lost Alan Okello, and of course they're also set to lose the likes of Mustafa Chiza, and we know for a fact that they're also looking at selling the likes of Nunda. Talk about the likes of Muzamiru Mutiaba. These are guys who have really been with the club and also have a lot of experience that they bring to the club. But Mike Mutebi seems to think that he needs a new crop of players at his club, and he's been looking around for some players. Mugume is the player that is brought in, and then of course he was a player with Chitende, and of course that is Vipers. But the club did let him go, and he's been training with KCCA at Lugogo, and I think Mike Mutebi has identified a thing or two about the player, and he feels that he should be able to add on to the kind of requirements that he wants at that is Lugogo best side at Star Times Stadium. On the other hand, they have also unveiled that is Charles Lwanga, a player who was really incredible for that is AC Villa. But then the contract between Charles Lwanga and AC Villa was terminated owing to the fact that he accused AC Villa for having not paid his salaries for 9 months. And so KCCA, who are ultimately one of the biggest clubs in the country, but also one of the deeply pocketed clubs in the country, definitely have signed a good player. He knows how to find the goals. He knows how to to provide for his teammates. You bring in Lwanga, and then of course you're adding in Mugume. These are two very integral players. Mugume is a creative force. Lwanga is a guy who knows how to find the back of the net. So I think Mike Mutebi and his team at KCCA have definitely found two players that I believe can be able to come in and provide the backup. And of course, when you have the likes of Anaku in your team, a young player who is looking at growth, who is looking at the best way he can be able to assert himself into the team and grow in the game of football, you definitely want to bring in young players who have had an opportunity already to play in the league, and that's what Lwanga and Mugume are going to bring to this KCCA side. The question is now, which other players are they going to bring into the team? Because there have been rumors of bringing in the likes of Disan Galiwango, but Disan Galiwango distanced himself from this, saying that he was discussing with the Express for a new contract. But we know that KCCA are very interested in the gentleman. KCCA are also interested in bringing in a player like Chigozi, but discussions are still going on. Then we also know that KCCA have been looking at the likes of Ben Ochen from Police. And they have also looked at different players. Bright Anukani, the creative genius at ProLion, is one of those players that they are looking at as well to be able to bring into that is Star Times Stadium to try and lighten up the squad. Of course, we know that with over 5 to 6 players set to depart Star Times Stadium, there is now a hunt for new players. Mike Mutebi, in one of the interviews recently, talked about how for him it's a case of I have to let go of some players, and now I need to start bringing a host of new players that can be able to create an impact for me at Star Times Stadium. What happens at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully KCC will be able to get their men, and they can be able to to create a difference for them in the 2020-2021 season. But also remember that KCCA have that international engagement. They have been chosen as the team to represent the country in the CAF Confederation Cup come next season. So there's a lot that is going to be at stake for KCCA, and what that means is you want to have experienced players. You want to have players that can be able to deliver your brand of football at the same time delivering results. It's been me, Moses Echodu, with the entire team at News Labour. Keep it locked.